Yes, indeed. Heating up Studio B with Geoff Achison and his Soul Diggers this afternoon. You know, we should introduce the stellar talent.
They're the most important members of the band.
I don't know about that, but you have brought some heavy hitters in here this afternoon.
We have Mr. Michael Steele on the bass guitar.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Steele, of course,
yep, and
regularly works with Randall Bramlett and so many other folks.
He is a very famous man. That is a genuine bass guitar that you're hearing over the air, folks, too. And the great Enrico Scott.
Yes.
Our main man on the drum set.
Enrico, you've got a new album out, right?
Yes. I brought you one, actually.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, I brought you one.
All right. So we'll get into that in a minute when Dennis gets your mic on. But first of all, we got to get back to Another Mile, Another Minute. Long time coming, man. It was a long stretch between studio albums, but it seems like you assembled a pretty crack team of Australian players to help you out on this thing.
Yeah, well, I got my regular guys, my regular Soul Diggers line up down there, which is Roger McLaughlin on bass. He was the original bass player for the Little River Band. Right. A guy called Jerry Pantazis on drums, who used to play in Tommy Emmanuel's band before Tommy
made the jump over to the US, right?
Yeah, and Jerry's he's a gun player, and our new guy is Richard Tankard on keyboards. We had another Little River Band member, Mal Logan, with us for many, many years, but he moved to sunnier climes, and so we couldn't get him in the studios. We did get him to play a couple of tracks,
right?
And but in the meantime, to go out and do gigs. Richard was the first guy I called, and I thought, well, I might be, bringing in some different keyboard players from time to time until we settle on someone. But Richard just slotted straight in, and every time I called him, I said, "Do you think you could do another gig?" He's like, "Yep, I'll be there."
Nice.
He's our guy.
You did have a few guest artists
and
as
some
well.
Guest
Shannon
artists.
Bourne
Shannon Bourne, who's just one of the greatest guitar players I know. So there was a piece of music which had a couple of funky chords. It was like a B minor to a G minor major seventh, right? So it's this strange little thing, and that's Shannon's specialty. So I was kind of stumbling around on it, trying to come up with something I could play, and I thought, I should talk to Shannon about what I could do, and then I thought maybe I should just talk to Shannon about what he could do, and so he came in and just smashed it.
Yeah.
And we've got a harmonica on one of the tracks, courtesy of Chris Wilson. He's a sensational player, great singer as well. We've done a lot with Chris down there. We did an album with him of blues and soul covers a few years ago. So anyway, he came in, same thing, smashed it. And I have a guest vocalist on one of the tracks, a guy called Lloyd Spiegel, who I hope you're going to see over here one of these days, because he's just one of the best all-round artists I know. A singer, amazing guitar player, great songwriter, very popular in Australia, and he goes to Germany, he goes to Japan, and so the rest of the world knows about him. But
rather like you just got back from England, right?
I just did a fantastic tour in England. Yeah. Had a wonderful time.
Yes. The jet lag getting to you?
I think I'm okay. I don't feel like I've really had a deep sleep just yet, and it's only a 4-hour difference. Like I was saying to Mike before, we're typically up until sort of 1 or 2 in the morning, and with that 4-hour difference, it's like 1 in the morning is 5 a.m.
Right.
Over there. So you're effectively staying up till 5 in the morning. So it does throw your equilibrium out just a little bit.
Well, you'll be on track for the next few dates. Fortunately, we've got several dates coming up. One tonight at Dr. Mac Arnold's down in Greenville. You guys ready for some collard greens? Because you're going to get a dose down there.
Oh yeah, we're on our way there, and we've heard the food is fantastic.
Yes, indeed. And if you're not filled up tonight, you can get filled up tomorrow night when you play the ISIS Music Hall in West Asheville. Good food all around. And then I think you're heading down to Athens, right?
That's right. We're headed down to Athens, Georgia after that.
Play
Hendershots.
Yeah, Seth's place.
Yeah.
Then I understand you're going to be coming back up to Tryon to do is that acoustic solo show?
Yes, I'll be doing a solo show up at the Arts Centre in Tryon. I can't remember the date, but it's
27th.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
27th.
We're prepared
this
today.
month.
But folks, further afield, there's dates coming up in Charlotte and some other spots in the Carolinas. So keep your window open on Facebook. Geoff has a presence on Facebook, and you can also keep up with his antics at geoffachison.com, and you spell that GeoffAchison. I'm kind of curious. It took a long time for the album to gestate. Is the album format still viable for you? Did you not along the way say maybe I should just throw out some singles for consumption?
I did think about that, but I'm so used to writing a complete collection, and I'm not really ready to record until I've got a collection of songs that go together on the one disc.
Do you think that they're tied together thematically, or
not necessarily?
Okay.
No. I cover a lot of ground on there. So besides, like that one just there is just a good fun rockin' tune,
solid groove. Yeah.
But then I've got a couple of things that are a little light-hearted philosophy. I like to term it as just thoughts, things that go around in my head, things I talk about with my mates when we're having a couple of beers around the grill.
Right.
And there's a little bit of comic relief here and there as well. So not all of the songs are meant to be taken seriously, especially when I'm doing my solo shows and I sort of converse with the audience. And some of the songs are pretty heavy, so it's nice to have something in there that is it's really just designed to make people laugh a little
Jocularity.
bit. Yeah.
There we go.
Jocularity. Yeah.
Do Australians consume music differently? Are they more into
I thought you were going to talk about beer then. But
I know the answer to that is more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music scene is very healthy in Australia. It's still hard work. I think it's hard work no matter where you go. But I've been very fortunate. I've been able to make a living as an independent artist for over 30 years now.
Well, I think we've all been blessed by what you do, man.
Yes, thank you.
It's pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
We're chatting with Geoff Achison down at Studio B at WNCW. Y'all have another tune?